Hey, buddy, what time is it? What time is it? It's time for Ryan watches the Bachelorette on a bike. Right? Yeah, get stretched. You ready? Jack, are you ready? Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Finken Binder is back! Oh, buddy, I missed you last week. Where were you? Oh, it's gonna be a hot one on Thursday, specifically. All right, it's time. Let's go. It's the sweet life on deck.
We're only 5 minutes in, and Hayden is already being villainized. Well, I shouldn't say being villainized. He's already a villain. He's trying to find ways to make excuses for the whole rough around the edges comment that he made last week, where he basically said that Gabby was rough around the edge. It's coming back to bite him. Yes, I'm eating gummy bears. I need to get on the actual bike.
You know, Rachel gave me a second chance.
I
want to be as honest with her.
gotta get on his. All right, Rachel's going with Tino, and Gabby is going with Jason. They are going to Paris, France, to do some one-on-one dates, and the guys are just kind of chilling and hanging out. And I'm still eating these gummy bears. I'm trying to get on the bike. Incredible. So this is now turned into the Bachelorette's European tour. They're boarding a cruise ship. I guess it's empty. This is what COVID did to the cruise industry. Now they can do an entire season of the Bachelorette on here. Each team gets its own house in the ship. They get the dock house, sorry. And now we in Paris. I mean, my French accent was just as good as Jesse Palmer's earlier, but... Alright, we got our dudes in Paris. Anybody remember Rugrats in Paris? That was a good movie. Alright, Gabby sounds like Miranda sings whenever she is trying to be French.
Jason is a man of few words.
Jason says 3 words at any given time, and that's literally it.
He's never been to the most...
He's the least conversational person on this show so far, and there were 32 guys at one point, and I couldn't keep track of who they were, but I've specifically known that Jason just doesn't talk.
Fine, and you look good. They're gonna measure our heads. Yes. I'm so stoked for this.
Wow. We're gonna wear hats.
Do you wanna go make one?
Definitely.
They're gonna make crepes! Alright, so Tino and Rachel are just connecting on a whole completely different level. Ah, she pulled the umbrella down so they can kiss in the rain. What a Hallmark moment. But I will say, like, she's connecting with everybody. I think she has that great quality that she's connecting with everybody, which worries me because there's at least 3 or 4 dudes that I could say are, like, perfect for Rachel. Who knows? Tino killing it. Oh, okay, hello. So Tino got the one-on-one date rose just a few minutes ago, and the pressing conversation that they had was the fact that, Rachel is a pilot, and because she's a pilot, there's kind of that stigma that, that like female pilots can't have a traditional marriage life, traditional family life, and all that kind of stuff. And he pressed that he's, committed to making that happen no matter what. She's falling in love. But again, I feel like she's falling for a lot of the guys. And, she mentioned how scared she is of that. That's going to be her biggest problem, I think. Whereas Gabby so far is like, I don't think she's really found somebody that stands out as like, this is her person. The plot thickens. So the group competition card just came in for Gabby's group, and it's alluding to the fact that they're going to be fighting. Anytime there's a fighting competition game thing on this show, it never ends well. Somebody breaks their nose, gets a bloody eye, black eye, whatever you call it, and it's just not a good idea, especially on a cruise ship. Someone's gonna get thrown in the ocean. Gosh. Wait, I don't think they've laid out the situation on if they get sent home. They're on a cruise ship. Do they get sent to the basement of the ship? Like, do they get thrown overboard? Is there another boat that takes them home?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Where, like, did they think this through? I love that they put a boxing ring on this cruise ship. There's probably at least 4 gyms on this boat, but they've decided to stick all of the guys inside of the boxing ring to work out together. Like, we could have done this in a gym. Definitely a gym on the boat. Was that a disco ball on the ceiling? I want to rewind. I want to know if Jesse Palmer had to, like, get on Duolingo and learn French before he did this season of the show, or if this was just some special talent that he had in his back pocket, and they were like, oh, you're going to France on this season? Jesse, you're going to have to speak the language. Also, where did Rachel come from? She just kind of appeared. Like, they didn't transition to her showing up at this boxing match. She just kind of showed up. Nate versus Eric. This is gonna end terribly.
It definitely brought up some old feelings.
Old feelings! It's been like 4 days of filming. We're on episode 4. Old feelings is like, oh, there was a person I talked to a year and a half ago. Not old feelings. Shut your mouth. All right, while we're in commercial, we got to talk about that last scene there. Of course, all of Gabby's guys were boxing and competing with each other for the opportunity to have a one-on-one date, all right? Well, all of Rachel's guys were also there watching the boxing tournament take place. Rachel was upset because none of the guys came over to sit with her when she was sitting with Gabby and watching and judging this boxing match thing that was taking place. And she just kind of walked off set really, really sad and crying and saying that nobody cares about her. But it was just so very unnecessarily, I don't know, it was just a lot. Like, I don't think the guys were thinking about going over and sitting with her. I don't think they thought they were allowed to. They were probably just like, hey, I think we're supposed to stand here and watch this boxing match. I think there was just a massive miscommunication there. I don't think they were purposely avoiding her or anything like that. Cut me off there. I think she needs to just maybe calm down a little bit. I think that the guys are good. I don't think any of them were trying to ignore her. I think maybe they were just standing there and like, it'd be cool to go sit with her, but I don't know if we're allowed to. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, so she told the guys that her feelings were really hurt. And a commercial. This is the thing. This is like this class on the art of like romance. But all these dudes are like awkward and quirky. And so this idea of being like, you know, seductive and everything, it's just like not gonna work. What is happening right now? Why is he crawling? They're now doing a class on armpit smelling. What is going on? Why? What is this show? What is this show? Oh, well, this boat's rocking. Oh, well, rocking the whole world round. And we're living the sweet life now. Oh, sorry, it's the Bachelorette. Hey, Meatball is taking Hayden down.
Yeah.
Boom! He's getting thrown off the boat. Let's go! Hayden said some really mean things about the girls, and he thought that he was being confronted about his dog that has cancer. This is just wild television, y'all. All right, I need to figure out how this goes. What's the logistics of this? Because she goes, can I walk you out? But they're on a cruise ship. I think they're docked, though. So I think at this point, he doesn't go overboard. Jack, what do you think happens? can we just talk about how most of the guys, whenever they get kicked off, they get a limo ride home? This dude got a utility van. They were just like, you suck. We're giving you the utility van to go home. Get in the shuttle to the airport.
Oh, y'all, Rachel is just crushed by the whole Hayden situation. Little does she know that if they touch on this in the next 10 minutes, that there's another guy there that wants to talk to Gabby. Mayhem! This is truly mayhem.
Logan's saying he wants more time. Of course, he wants to be able to, express to Gabby that he has thoughts about being with her. Apparently, the ship is just now taking off, which is weird because they're about to send some people home, so I don't know how this is going to work. Why is there a pool? Are they going to drown the people who don't make it? Why? What is this? What is this setup for the rose ceremony? Hold on now. This looks like the set of American Gladiators.
So it looks like Avon, Meatball have gotten a rose. Who's next on Rachel's side?
This could be an argument. This could be a disaster. It's gonna be devastating.
Hopefully Logan just goes home.
The longer I wait,
Like doesn't get one from anybody. Zach. Am I the only one that's like barely recognizing or memorizing or learning any of Gabby's guys? But the story arcs of all of Rachel's guys are just, I don't know, they're a lot more memorable and interesting. I feel like they're putting more attention on her guys. Final rose for each of them.
we got one more rose. One more rose. Cheers to see
It's too intense. Too intense.
Why do they make it so stressful?
Who's coming down the Titanic staircase? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Mario!
It's Logan or Jordan? I don't know.
Logan or Jordan? If it's Logan, it gets uncomfortable. If it's Jordan, then we just move on. And Logan goes home and we don't have to worry about all of that craziness.
Let's say yes. I'm just at a loss at this point.
What we got?
Logan?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No!
Will you accept this rose?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No! Logan, you took that opportunity! You took that! You took that opportunity for Jordan! You took it from... I'm so angry. So Jordan goes home. Meanwhile, Logan's there, and he's not even there for the right reasons. He accepts a rose from Rachel. He's got the feelings for Gabby. He didn't openly tell her, hey, I've got feelings for Gabby. I don't think I want to date you anymore. And Jordan goes home. Ah! I so freaking hope they bring Jordan back.
But you know what?
Like,
Fortune favors the bold.
fortune favors the bold. You stink. You are a stinky, smelly, mean, evil human being, and... Well, I'm angry. That was a not so fun ending to that episode. But next week's is going to be even more insane, even more crazy, wild, dramatic, and roller coaster ride of emotions. And well, that about wraps up Ryan Watches The Bachelorette on a Bike. Episode number 4, episode 5, next Monday night. See you then.